Hey there everybody, and today I want to talk to you about how a small plushie can help relieve anxiety. Hey there everyone, my name's Dave, aka Mindset by Dave, and I've been a mindset and mental health coach for the past 4 years, helping people get unstuck with whatever it is that holds them back up here. If you want to go deeper with the type of content that you see here on YouTube, come over to twitch.tv/mindsetbydave every Tuesday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. and every Saturday from 7 p.m. till 10 p.m. where we have a drop-in chat for mental health where you can talk about basically anything, and we will do our best to get you some help or at least get you some support. Anyway, on with the content. So many forms of anxiety rely on the language center of our brain telling us worst case scenarios, telling us a story of all the things that could possibly go wrong. Now, when we hear this story, or in fact actually see this story inside of our own minds, it makes us feel as if that story is actually happening right now, which causes the anxiety in the moment that we're in. Now, contrary to popular belief, us humans are not particularly good at multitasking. So if we hijack the language center of our brain by accessing the movement center of our brain, we can slow down all of this chatter and essentially reduce the anxiety. This is why things like yoga work so well, or why exercise works so well when people first take it up, because all of your focus goes into making sure that move is done correctly, and all of the focus goes away from the stories and pictures that are making you feel anxious. And I'm going to show you how you can use a soft toy like this little purple Among Us character here, a plushie or a juggling ball or something similar. Make sure it's something soft to actually reduce anxiety. So I'm going to move to one side and talk you through this while my glamorous assistant, also me, demonstrates it. The way to think about this process is like a Newton's cradle. You have one ball that's moving while the rest of them stay in the center, and then only when that ball hits back to its home spot does the other ball fly off to the other side. We're going to be doing the same sort of things, but our hands are going to represent the balls that are moving. The hand that has got the ball is going to start swinging in a really big, smooth arch. And this is important. It needs to be big, it needs to be smooth, and it needs to be in control. The last thing we want is doing erratic movements that actually just perpetuate the anxiety. So when we're making those big swinging movements, what we do with the other hand is we keep the other hand still and in the center. Now, when the ball comes down and reaches that hand that's in the center, you pass off the ball to the other hand. The hand that's just had the ball remains still, and the hand that now has the ball, plushie or whatever you're using, goes off to the side, again in one of those big sweeping motions. And we repeat this for 20 to 30 seconds, and while we're doing that, we'll actually start to notice the feelings of anxiety coming down. Now, when you've actually done this part of it, once the anxiety's come down from say a 9 to like a 4 out of 10, what you're going to do is you're going to go back and think about the things that actually made you anxious in the first place. Now, this might sound like a really bizarre thing to do, but by raising the anxiety back up again, we get the opportunity to then bring it down once more. So once the anxiety is back to say an 8 out of 10, by thinking about those things that were making you anxious, we go back to the ball and off we go again, making those same smooth motions. The hand that's got the ball moves, the hand that doesn't stays still. And we go about this again for 20 to 30 seconds. This is now going to bring the anxiety down to maybe a 3 out of 10 or a 2 out of 10. And we just repeat this process by bringing the anxiety up by thinking about it, and then bringing the anxiety back down again by going through this smooth motion. Okay, thank you, my glamorous assistant. I'll take it from here. What this will achieve in either a couple of times or maybe even 5, 6 or 7 times is each time you will find that the anxiety comes a little bit lower, and when you think about the thing that was bothering you before, the anxiety won't quite reach the same heights that it was doing earlier on. And over time, as we do this, which is maybe only a 4 to 5 minute process, what we'll find is that the anxiety eventually comes down to a 0, and then when we think about the thing, it doesn't make us anxious anymore. Now, doing this process regularly will actually start to prove to us that there is a way to actually bring anxiety down. If you've suffered with anxiety for a long time, you'll probably feel like it's on this kind of cycle where it only gets bigger until the point in which maybe you have a full-on anxiety attack or maybe even a panic attack. This process shows us a way in which which we can reduce it, which teaches us that it can be reduced. And that is a very powerful thought to have. If we were to worry about anxiety as if it only ever goes up and feel like we can never do anything to control it and help bring it down, that in itself can make us quite anxious. So get yourself something soft, a mini plushie, a juggling ball, and give this a whirl next time you get anxious. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this content, and if you have, please hit that subscribe button to help support the channel. Remember, it is priceless to you, but it is priceless to me. And again, there is the Twitch streams every Tuesday from 10 AM till 4 PM and every Saturday from 7 PM till 10 PM, where you can come and talk about all things mindset, personal development, and mental health. And on top of all that, there's the Discord with links below if you want to connect with me, my community, and go a little bit deeper. And I would love to have you as a part of any of those streams. I'll see you soon.